Welcome to the 100 most amazing curiosities about Japan that will make you want to visit right now. 1. In Japan, there are vending machines for almost everything, from umbrellas to fresh eggs, because convenience is a fundamental part of their culture. 2. Bullet trains, Shinkansen, are so punctual that the average delay is less than 20 seconds, as precision and respect for time are supreme values. 3. It is considered bad manners to eat or drink while walking on the street, as they believe you should dedicate your full attention to the food. So 4, you can find restaurants with plastic replicas of their dishes in the entrance, so customers know exactly what to order. 5. The city of Kyoto has over 1,600 temples, as it was the imperial capital and managed to preserve its historical heritage. 6. There is an island called Okunoshima, inhabited by thousands of wild rabbits, which multiplied after the closure of a weapons factory. 7. Public restrooms separate shower and toilet water for recycling and saving, demonstrating their innovation in sustainability. 8. There is an alarming number of forests considered suicide forests, such as Aokigahara, so authorities place signs with messages of hope. See 9. Workers often sleep naps in public, an act called inemurai, which is seen as a sign of having worked hard. 10. The rainy season is called tsuyu and is crucial for rice paddies, marking a very defined seasonal rhythm in agriculture. 11. On escalators, you must stand to one side, in Tokyo to the left and in Osaka to the right, to let people in a hurry pass. 12. Fireworks festivals, hanabi, attract millions of spectators, being massive celebration events during the summer. In 13, the Siam Cement Company carried out an experiment with hermit crabs that exchanged their shells for bottle caps. 14. It is common to see people wearing surgical masks, not only for health, but also for fashion or to avoid social interaction. 15. Monks in Koyasen offer lodging to tourists in their temples, shukubo, a unique experience of Buddhist monastic life. 16. Kobe beef is so exclusive that Wagyu cattle are massaged and fed beer to achieve its unique texture. 17. Cats are considered bearers of good luck, hence the popularity of cat cafes and places like Cat Island. 18. Mount Fuji is an active volcano and is private property of a Shinto shrine, which donated it to the state in the Meiji era. 19. Onsen, hot spring. Baths prohibit entry to people with tattoos due to their association with the Yakuza Mafia, although this is slowly changing. 20. Sumo is the official national sport, and wrestlers follow a special diet called chankonabe to gain weight. 21. More adult diapers than baby diapers are sold in Japan, reflecting its rapidly aging society. 22. Convenience stores, or konbini, offer services like bill payment and package shipping, being centers of daily life. 23. There is a deer park in Nara where the animals bow to tourists to receive cookies. 24. The tea ceremony, shanoyu, is a ritual art influenced by Zen Buddhism, where every movement has a profound meaning. 25. Robots are used in hotels and restaurants as a solution to labor shortages and due to their technological fascination. 26. You can buy cheap, transparent umbrellas at any store, as they are practical for sudden rain and don't block the view. 27. Students clean their own classrooms and dining halls to teach them responsibility and respect for the common space. 28. The cherry blossom, sakura, blooming is such an important national event that it is pronounced in the weather forecast. 29. There is a museum dedicated to instant ramen in Osaka, where you can create your own personalized cup noodles. 30. The island of Yakushima has an ancient forest that inspired the Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away. Correction, Princess Mononoke is the film most directly inspired by Yakushima, though Ghibli often draws inspiration from nature. 31. Traditional bathrooms often have a built-in seat and a small television on the wall for added comfort. 32. The word for alien in Japanese is uchujin, which literally means space person. 33. There are no trash cans on the streets due to the sarin gas attacks on the Tokyo subway in 1995. 34. Firefighters perform public exhibitions called dezomeshiki with bamboo ladders to showcase their skills. 35. The kawaii, cute fashion, or culture influences everything from clothing to government advertising. At 36, street food stalls often sell takoyaki, octopus balls, which are very popular at festivals. 37, there is a shrine in Nikko with a carving of the 3 wise monkeys that represent the principle of see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. 38, the train network is so extensive and complex that some stations have more than 50 different exits. 39, Japanese gardens are designed to represent miniature landscapes using stones, moss, and water. 40, the word arigato comes from an ancient phrase that meant, "It is a difficult thing to exist," expressing deep gratitude. 41, in the Mikimoto pearl farms, oysters are manually operated to insert a nucleus and create cultured pearls. 42, capsule hotels offer a minimal and efficient lodging experience for budget travelers. 43, the artificial island of Odaiba in Tokyo was originally built as a defensive fortress in the Edo period. 44, the Sapporo Snow Festival features giant ice sculptures that attract millions of visitors. 45, karaoke culture was born in Japan, and the word means empty orchestra. 46, supermarkets drastically reduce the price of sushi and other fresh products near closing time. 47, there is a bamboo forest in Arashiyama that creates a unique sound when the wind passes between the stalks. 48, personal seals or hanko are used instead of signatures for official documents and bank transactions. 49, the Dogo Onsen area is considered one of the oldest hot springs in Japan, with over 3,000 years of history. 50, trains have women-only cars during rush hour to prevent harassment. 51, Himeji Castle is known as the White Heron for its stunning color and structure that looks like a bird in flight. 52, the word for boss or master is sensei and is also used to address doctors and teachers out of respect. 53, on the beaches of Okinawa, you can find pillow-shaped starfish that are unique to that region. 54, soba noodles are eaten with a loud slurping noise, which is considered a compliment to the cook. 55, there is a valley in Jigokudani where snow monkeys bathe in hot springs during the winter. 56, the opening ceremony of Mitsukoshi department stores includes the singing of the corporate anthem every morning. 57, street signs often include Romaji, the Latin alphabet, to help tourists orient themselves. 58, manga culture is so popular that there are public restrooms with free comic book readings. 59, the Itsukushima Shrine has a floating torii that appears to rest on the water during high tide. 60, in cities, it is common to see automated parking towers that save space by storing cars vertically. 61, the kanji word for wife means woman of the house, and the one for husband means main man. 62, floating lantern festivals, Toro Nagashi, are held in August to guide the spirits of ancestors back to the afterlife. 63, the Aokigahara forest is so dense that GPS doesn't work well inside due to the high magnetic iron content in the soil. 64, taxis have automatic doors that open and close by themselves, controlled by the driver. 65, the island of Naoshima is dedicated to contemporary art, with museums integrated into the natural landscape. 66, salaries are often paid with cash payment envelopes instead of bank transfers in some jobs. 67, the highest peak in Japan is Mount Fuji, but there are more than 100 active volcanoes in the archipelago. 68, Puroresu wrestling matches are a unique mix of sumo, boxing, and martial arts techniques. 69, the word for different is chigao, and it is used politely to correct someone instead of saying, "You are wrong." 70, in traditional houses, the floors are covered with the tatami mats made of rice straw that smell of fresh grass. 71, there is a cafe in Tokyo where you can pet owls and other birds of prey as an animal therapy experience. 72, bento, lunchbox, culture is an art where mothers create elaborate designs for their children. And 73, the sound of cicadas in summer is so loud that it sometimes overlaps city conversations. 74, Bonodori dance festivals are held in summer to honor the spirits of ancestors. 75, the word for work is shigoto, but the English word waku, work, is also used. 76, in rural areas, it is common to see human-shaped scarecrows that are incredibly realistic. 77, the Okinawa Churami Aquarium has a glass panel so large that it was the largest in the world when built. 78, the narrow alleys called yokocho are full of small bars and food stalls with a very authentic atmosphere. 79. The word for nature is shizen, and it also means spontaneity, reflecting their philosophical connection. 80. In the electronic stores of Akihabara, you can find the latest gadgets much earlier than in the rest of the world. 81. Edo period firefighters used wooden fans to direct the crowd during fires. 82. The island of Miyajima is considered such a sacred place that no births or deaths are allowed on it. 83. Rubber stamps with popular characters are a common way to personalize postcards and letters. 84. The word for beauty is bai, and it is intrinsically linked to concepts of imperfection and fleetingness. 85. In the mountains of Nagano, you can find monkeys that steal tourists' backpacks to look for food. Wanna know. 86. The icebreaker train Soya was used in the Japanese Antarctic expedition and is now a floating museum. 87. Light festivals, illuminations, light up parks and gardens in winter, creating magical and incredible landscapes. 88. The word for journey is teibi, and it also means socks with a split for the big toe, like those worn by ninjas. And 89. In the waters off the Toyama coast, you can see firefly squid that emit a blue bioluminescent glow. 90. Volunteer firefighters organize festivals where children can try on their uniforms and climb into the trucks. 91. The word for God is kami, and it can refer to Shinto deities or nature spirits. 92. In the forests of Shirakawa-go, houses have steeply pitched thatched roofs to withstand heavy snowfall. 93. The Fushimi Inari Shrine has thousands of red torii donated by companies to attract prosperity. 94. The word for strange or mysterious is fushigi, and it is also the name of a popular science television show. Nat 95. In the Saga Prefecture, farmers use drones to plant rice more efficiently. 96. Kite festivals involve enormous bamboo kites that fight in the air by cutting the opponent's strings. 97. The word for perfect fit is pichi pichi, and it is used to describe things like the taut skin of a fresh fish. 98. In Nara Park, the deer have learned to bow more deeply to get more cookies from tourists. 99. Matsumoto Castle is one of the few original castles that survived earthquakes, wars, and fires. 100. Japan has an island called Hashima that was an abandoned coal mine and served as inspiration for the villain's lair in Skyfall. If you liked these 100 curiosities, subscribe so you don't miss our next travels, and now on the screen, you have 2 videos that you're sure to love.